Hello and welcome to KLTV News. International news, and it has been revealed that 8 billionaires own the same wealth as 3.6 billion people. The report by Oxfam highlighted how more and more wealth is being concentrated in the hands of a very small number of people. The report also aimed to show how corporate tax cuts to the highest rate of inheritance tax and capital gains have contributed to an acceleration of this. However, the media in the UK has attempted to reframe this as a bitter attack on the wealthy. They've attempted to tell us that the system isn't broken. They've pointed to the improving situation for people in places like India and Bangladesh. And fair enough, the poorest people in the poorest parts of the world may have seen an improvement in their situation that's relative to the ballooning of wealth at the pinnacle of society. However, that means nothing to the average worker in the UK who's seen stagnant wages, a dwindling job market, 0 hours contracts and the continuing destruction of our public services. Some outlets have said that the amount of wealth held by the richest is irrelevant to most people's lives, which is a patently ridiculous statement. Consider that a lot of that wealth has been built up with the assistance of tax loopholes, inheritance tax avoidance and offshore bank accounts that are not only inaccessible to the rest of us but dramatically reduce the government's ability to function as it has done in the past. A lot of outlets also point to Bill Gates' charitable work and call out Oxfam for attacking such a benevolent man, which is nonsense because the Oxfam report highlights and praises the charity work Gates has done in the past. However, this kind of charity allows the wealthy to give what they want where they want. It doesn't get your bins collected, it doesn't reopen libraries, it doesn't fill potholes, and you can be damn sure it doesn't fund the NHS. And the reason for this reframing of the report? Our media is owned by a handful of billionaires like Lord Grosvenor who are profiting from the situation that Oxfam is highlighting. They don't deny Oxfam's conclusions, they simply ask you to look at it from a point of view they deem acceptable, their own. It's high time working class people stop taking their frame of reference from billionaires intent on a bigger piece of the pie for themselves. Regional news: and 2 angry residents who were held in police custody for 8 hours following a standoff with police and contractors back in November 2016 have been charged. Jenny Hockey, 70 years young, and Frida Brayshaw, 71, of Rustins Road, Sheffield, have been charged under Section 241 of the Trade Union and Labour Relations Act 1992. This is in relation to a protest on their street against the felling of a number of trees by their local council. At the time, Jenny's husband, Bob, stated that "We have been protesting because the council is cutting down healthy trees and ignoring the advice of a panel they set up to advise them." The arrested pair are due to appear at Sheffield Magistrates Court on the 26th of January. And finally, a Huddersfield medicine factory has been developing a formula to reduce the chances of transplant patients rejecting their new organs. Huddersfield Pharmacy Specials is testing a solution that is designed to preserve donated organs before they are transplanted. It is hoped the solution, containing vitamins and medicines, will reduce the likelihood of transplant patients rejecting their new organs. That's all for this week. Join us again next. Goodbye.